Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be making some miso ramen. It's a special request from a friend of mine, Erica. So to start off with this recipe, we're going to be blanching some pork neck bones. I got 3.5 pounds here. And to do that, all you need to do is add it to some boiling water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Got some water right here. Alright, let's go ahead and put it in. Move the camera around. Okay. I'd already stopped it. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to let it do its thing for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then afterwards we're going to pour off the water, and then we're going to wash each individual bone in some cold water, and then we're going to fill up the pot again with some new water, and that's how you blanch it. That way it won't be a whole bunch of scum and stuff inside of the broth to make it all cloudy. That's how the Japanese do it, to make it clear. So we're going to go from there. Okay, the bones have been boiling for 10 minutes now. And as you can see, you see the scum and impurities and crud floating to the top. That's what we're looking to extract. So we're actually going to dump off all this water and clean off each individual bone with some cold water. And I'll be back once I'm done with that. Alright, now that we got the bones all nice and clean, got them here. I washed off each individual piece and poured off all the water that we used. So now we're going to go on with the broth. And for this, we're going to need 1 bulb of garlic that I cut. Right there, this is split it in half. Then I got 1 medium onion that I peeled and cut in half. Right there. Then we got 4 thick slices of ginger. Each piece right there. Okay. And we got 2 carrots, 2 medium carrots that I cut up. I'll throw that in there. Okay. 4 green onions. I just used the leftover green onions that I had on hand. Then we're going to use some dried shiitake mushrooms. I got 4 little whole ones right here. I'm going to drop in. I love shiitake mushrooms, they're so good. And then I got some pre-sliced ones that I'm going to go ahead and throw in just to help round it off. Use like 4 or 5 big shiitake mushrooms. I had some little ones, so I added some extra. Okay. Then we're going to use some kombu sheets. Just this right here. Just dried seaweed. Found in the Asian section of, well, probably not a grocery store. I don't know if they have it there. But you probably need to head to a farmer's market. I need a bigger pot. And I need 3 tablespoons of chicken powder, which I got right here. I'm gonna shake in. That's 1, 2. Use a little more, that's fine also. Okay, it's 3. Ooh, sorry guys, I hit the camera. Try to straighten this up. Alright, and the last thing we're going to put in is half a cup of sake, which is rice wine, or some rice liquor. It's actually alcohol, so if you can't consume alcohol, you can go without and just use water, that's fine. Okay, and then all you gotta do is fill this up with water, and we're gonna let it go on the stove for probably about 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours. And I'll be back when that's ready. Okay, pot has been on for about 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. So all the vegetables and stuff cooked down, meat's cooked down, nice and tender. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the pork out, because I'm gonna use the meat as a topping for the ramen. Also, we're gonna take out the mushrooms too. It's right here. Make sure you squeeze them, get all that juice out. We're gonna slice these up, and we're gonna keep the pre-sliced mushrooms also. All right, yeah. Okay. And I tell y'all, this smells so good in here. It's really, really good. So, take out this meat. All right. I'm gonna finish fishing out this meat, and I'll be right back with you. Okay. Got all the meat out. Now I'm just straining it to get all the leftover bits and pieces out. Make sure you save the mushrooms and the meat. That's all there is to it. Like, that's everything. Okay, and that's our smooth clear broth. It's pretty good. Oh, like there's a carrot still in there. I'll probably strain it a few more times, but over here I got the meat over here cooling off. And once this cool, we're gonna tear the meat off the bone, save the mushrooms, and add it as a topping. So while this cooling, we're gonna get on with the rest of the recipe. Alright, on to the next part. So up next, we're gonna make our flavored oil to go on top of, well, to go in the ramen, of course. And for that, we're gonna need 3 thin slices of ginger. We're gonna need some crushed garlic. Use 2 big cloves, but I don't have any big ones, so I'm using 3 smaller cloves. And just crush them, take the skin off, throw it in the pan. She's still good in the pan. Okay, that's the garlic in. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon of gochugaru, just the Korean red pepper flakes. Not too much. I don't want this to be super spicy, but I want the oil to have some heat to it. So I'm just using 1 tablespoon. Most time they use a lot more than this, but I don't want it to be too hot. So just 1 tablespoon is fine for me. Remember, these red pepper flakes aren't really super spicy like the kind we get in our regular supermarket. These are more milder. So that's not too much I got going on here. And 1 pack of bonito flakes, just smoked fish flakes, Japanese item. 1 packet of it. Find that in the farmer's market or a Japanese grocery store. Okay, that's it for that. And then grab my olive oil. We're gonna put in 1/2 cup of olive oil, if I can find my measuring cup. Okay, my measuring cup right here. I use 1/2 cup. Make sure you get your good quality olive oil. Don't go with that cheap stuff. It won't be as good. Well, actually, you can go with whatever oil you like. Use whatever you got on hand, that's fine. You don't have to use olive oil. You can use your vegetable oil, corn oil, coconut, avocado, whatever you like. Okay. Then we just put this on the stove and let it cook for a couple minutes. Okay, we're back at the stove. We got our hot oil cooking up. We're gonna let this go for probably about, make sure you have it on low heat because you don't want anything to burn. But this is garlic and ginger we're working with. Just let it go for probably 5 minutes. It don't really take too long. Make sure you just keep it on low and slow. And once it's done, you just put in a little container to, well, put in a little bowl or anything to hold it. let it cool off. And that's it. Just let this go. And now I'm going to move on to the next part of the recipe and we'll be almost ready to plate up. Okay, back with the rest of the recipe. And now we're going to make the miso tare to go inside of the ramen. And to start off, we're going to use half a cup of yellow miso. That's what I got here. It's just on camera good. There you go, miso paste. I bought the yellow kind, which is in between the red and the white, which is half yellow, half white. So got a nice little balance to it. If you never tried miso, try this recipe and you might like it. Especially if I'm making it. We're gonna do half a cup. Alright. It's half a cup right there. Just add that into the pot. This is the pot I'm cooking in, so I figure I'll just put it right here at the table. Alright, that's enough of that. Next up, we're going to do half a cup of sake, which is the rice liquor that I used earlier. Use half a cup of that. Alright, so it's left in the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to use a half a cup of mirin, which is rice cooking wine, seasoned cooking wine. It's it right here. It's a half a cup of that. Remember, this just for cooking, not drinking. Right, then I'll put a little ginger and garlic in. Okay, I'm gonna I got 4 little cloves here because all I can find is some small garlic. But normally you use just 2 big cloves will be enough. But I'm gonna use 4 little ones. And I'm gonna just grate them in with my microplane grater. Make sure the camera stay in focus. This camera be tripping sometimes. As far down as you can. But be careful not to grate your fingers. Okay. So all the garlic, just throw all that in there. And about the same amount as ginger. I think that's good right there. Okay. Alright. I'll see you at the stove. Okay, I'm at the stove with it. Smashed it down a little bit. And we're gonna cook this on low heat until it get nice and melted. Cook it around 5 minutes, just like the oil, and it should be good. Just make sure you get the heat to it and be able to break down this miso because it's kind of thick. You should just keep smashing and stirring. I'm probably gonna end up using a whisk also. Okay. Okay, I got the boiling, simmering. And just let it go for a couple minutes. And you're done with the tare. And tare is actually means seasoning sauce. So that's where the salty element comes in for the ramen. Okay, and just let this go. Alright, we'll move on to the next. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part. We're going to take our meat, let's move this, which is cooled down now, the meat and mushrooms, cool enough to handle. So we're going to start taking it apart and adding it to this bowl right here. Okay, just tear it by hand, that's it. Since it cooked for so long, it's all tender. You're able to take it off by hand. For that, add mushrooms in. Make sure you don't put any bones in. Last thing you want, somebody chewing a piece of bone. And then the whole mushrooms that we had in there, just chop them up in the slices. That's all. That's it. Add them to the bowl. That's it. Just go through it. That was pretty big. I'll cut that one out. Big piece of shiitake. That's it. Alright, I'm going to continue doing this and we'll move on to the last part. Alright, the meat is all chopped up. Well, pulled apart, not chopped up. Pulled apart, and to that, we're going to add probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of soy sauce to season it. I'm going to use this spoon. This 1, 2, 3, put 1 more. 4 tablespoons I use a lot of meat, so. And probably 2 tablespoons of sugar. This 1, 2. That's it. Sugar, some black pepper. I used a teaspoon of black pepper, or however much you like. If you like a lot, put a lot. If you like a little, put a little. Okay, that's enough. Get out a quick mix. And mushrooms. I'm gonna add one more thing to that actually. Remember the oil we made earlier? Let me move this meat out of the way. The oil we made earlier, it's all cooled off now. So I'm gonna strain it into this little bowl here. And we're gonna use the oil inside of the ramen. Okay. To that, let that drain and do its thing. But we're gonna remove the garlic and ginger that we put in the oil. That's done its job. It smells so good, y'all. Okay, that's all the garlic and ginger. And all those bonito flakes and chili flakes that was in there. I'm gonna add it to the meat. So it can flavor the meat even more. Give it a stir. And that's gonna be one of our toppings. Okay. And we're left with this oil right here. That's gonna go in the ramen. Alright. Okay, on to the next part. Alright, last part. Now we're just gonna boil our ramen. And today I bought some fresh ramen. I can't really read this. It's in Japanese, I think, or either Korean. But these are fresh ramen noodles, and to boil them, all you gotta do is boil them for about a minute or 2, cause they're fresh, so it won't take them as long to cook as the dry one. But if all you got is a dry one, like those oodles and noodle packets people be buying, you can use those. Just follow the package instruction and leave that little seasoning packet out. I'm gonna go ahead and boil these. Right, I got 2 servings right here. Just drop them in the water and stir them up. That's all you gotta do. Just keep stirring until they break up and you're good to go. Let them go for like a minute or 2, and you're good. Alright, I'll see you at the table for plating. We are ready. Alright, we're ready to plate. And to start, we're gonna put in some of the tare we made earlier. The miso tare. I'm gonna put in probably about a 1/4 cup. It's probably that. Okay. Then we're gonna get that hot oil that we made. A teaspoon or 2. Flavored oil. It's not really that hot. Then I'm gonna add in our broth. Broth that we spent so much time to make. I'm gonna put in about, I think, 2 cups. I think that'll be good for a bowl this size. Add in our noodles that we just cooked. And 1 serving. Okay. 1 serving of noodles. Get that little stir. Use your chopsticks if you can. And just grab a bunch. Try to lay it down, look presentable. Okay. We're gonna top it with some of our meat. Meat and mushroom mixture that we made. As much as you want. Put probably about 3 tablespoons there. Then put some green onion. Green onion that I chopped up earlier. I did off camera because everybody know how to chop green onion. Okay. Then we're gonna put our ramen egg in, which is what I made off camera. It's easy. All you gotta do is boil some eggs. Boil it to whatever consistency you like it. Soft boil, hard boil, medium. And then after it's boiled, you put some soy sauce, mirin, and dashi stock inside the bowl and let it marinate for 24 hours. And that's it. And finally, some nori sheets, which is dry seaweed, same seaweed they use for sushi. And that's it. That's our plan. Completely done. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. Come on, focus camera. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you later. Bye.